What is VCCrowd? Just a very short video to explain the basis of what VCCrowd is. VC stands for venture capital and crowd is crowdfunding. So there are plenty of websites out there where you can go and invest in early stage startup companies. And for example, you've got places like Seedrs, Indiegogo, Crowdcube, things like that. But what none of those websites and facilities give you is the expert financial advisors choosing those companies for you, whereas VCCrowd has a team of expert financial advisors who are FCA regulated, who go and make those decisions for you. You can still make your own decisions as well if you want to invest in particular companies yourself, but essentially this is a curated or a managed portfolio. You simply pay a monthly subscription to the club. It's an investment club, and every month you'll receive shares in businesses that the club has been advised to invest in up to the same value of your subscription. There's a link in the description. It's very simple. Link in the description will give you my own personal invitation link, which will give you the chance to win a welcome bonus shares worth up to £250. You can join from pretty much anywhere in the world. There's regular events, webinars. You can share the club as well with other people. You can check out your portfolio value, and it's a great place to be if you want to have investments early on in young companies, like they do on Dragon's Den or Shark Tank, where the investors, those educated investors, Peter Jones and people like that, make their investments in young companies, because it's the small companies that can have huge growth. Now, admittedly, startup companies are notoriously risky because many end in failure. However, you don't need to get a big shareholding in a tiny company. If it becomes a huge success, you can make an absolute fortune. Let's just take a quick example. Let's say you'd managed to invest in Facebook, as it used to be called, Meta now, way back at the start. Let's say when they had 10 members of staff and maybe worth $5 million. They're now worth something like, I think off the top of my head, about $500 billion. So $5 million to a $500 billion increase, you're talking tens of thousands of return on your money. It took 8 years for them to go from that small tiny company to a stock market company, so you need to be patient, but the returns can be absolutely astronomical. There's nothing else out there except for maybe crypto, which still has its lovers and its haters, but actually involved by getting into real shares with real companies, with real people behind them, real opportunities to what they're doing. If we look at the portfolio, for instance, that VCCrowd invested in, here are 12 really exciting companies. That's just a selection of the companies they've invested in over the last few years. And if you get involved early on with one of these what you want to do is have a diverse portfolio, and that's what the club does for you automatically. You pay your monthly subscription. Every month you're going to get shares in more than just one company, and over the period of time you will end up with a nice diverse portfolio. And you only need one of these to be a really big winner, and you will be quids in. You'll be making very good returns. Now, that's not financial advice. It's simply an investment club. So you come into the club, you pay your subscription, you get access to all the facilities, which include the trading of shares on the internal market, so you can buy and sell shares between other members in the club. So it's a really good place to be. You get information on these companies with the live webinars. You can sit in and listen as CEOs and founders of these companies are interviewed. You can ask your questions as well, so you can really feel in touch if you want to have that sort of level of involvement. Alternatively, you might want to do what most people do, which is simply treat it like a savings plan, but the potential for really high returns. Now, obviously, absolutely no guarantees, but as the saying goes, you've got to be in it to win it. If you've got shares in these young companies that do go on to become big companies, then you can certainly make a large sum of money. Anyway, that's VCCrowd. Like I said, a link in the description. If you want to join using my invitation link, that will get you a bonus of up to £250 worth of bonus shares as a welcome, plus your monthly subscription shares as well. You can stop and start your payments anytime you want. Best thing to do is just set and forget. Set it at a monthly subscription. Treat it, like I said, like a savings plan. Come and check it in a few years' time, and you can be very pleasantly surprised with a substantial amount of shareholding in there. You can also pass this on in your will as part of your estate if you have children or grandchildren that you also want to revere you in the years to come and say, wow, Dad, Granddad did a really good thing there. Look at those investments in those companies. Anyway, hopefully that's been useful for you. Do give me a thumbs up, give me a shout out, ask any questions you want in the comments, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you on the next video. Thanks for watching.